All right, so here's my lie detector program here. First, I have my questions in an array with, of course, all the questions in this array. Then I have my encode method, um, which acts as the questions in the array um, while converting the yeses right here into ones and the no's into zeros, and this all goes into a single array called answer or answers here. And of course it outputs the array here after it gets encoded. um, I also have two methods where are zeros. um, this of course keeps track of where the zeros and ones are on the array, either in position 1, 2, 3, or 4. It doesn't go by the starting number of 0. I have a linear search here just for the weight of 1. That it just finds the 1 in the array, and then of course it replaces it with 0. Um, of course. Uh, and then I have a method for if I have to have the weight of 2. Um, of course, it takes the first two places of the 1 index where it finds it at where are ones in this method. And then of course it compares it to the rows in the Fano plane one by one. Same way with weight 3 and 4, but I'm going to show you the decode method here. Of course, I have a double array for the Fano plane. I also have a for loop here that goes through the array of answers here, and it pretty much counts how many ones there are in that array, and then of course adds it to the accumulator here of weight, which comes down here and goes through this if statement, or this nested if statements of the weights. Of course, if the weight is 0, which if there's no ones in the array, then of course no lie was told. Same with weight 1. It does the linear search here, where it searches for this 1 in the array, and it replaces it with 0, of course. And then of course I have my weight 2, which I went over, and then weight 3, since it's a little bit different. I have it go through the first 3 1 indexes, compares it with the Fano plane for the exact 3 numbers that are in the Fano plane. Of course, if they are exact, then no lie was told, but if they are not exact, of course, with the 1 indexes, then it goes to finding the last 4 indexes for zeros, and then whichever one, of course, isn't a part of the Fano plane, then that is the position of the lie here. And then of course then it gives the position of the lie, and then it converts, it replaces the lie with 1 with the truth. There. Ooh, excuse me. Lastly, I have my weight 4 method here at the end, where it's if the weight's greater than 4, where it actually sees if there's zeros are if there are 1 0, 2 zeros, or 3 zeros, then of course it compares each one of those with the Fano plane there, and then it replaces it with 1 for, of course, the first 0, and then for the second and third zeros in the array, it'll replace it with zeros. All right, it'll just leave the zeros there. So, and then of course, I have at the end, it'll convert the first 4 numbers into of the binary array into a decimal, and it'll guess the number there. We're gonna go ahead and run the test. I have the test codes here. I have the inputs, and then of course I have the decodes, of course, for those. So we're gonna go ahead and run that now. So we're gonna do yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. And then of course, they all passed here, if you can see. All check marks, we're good. So yeah, of course, they all check out well. No lie was told. And then this one replaces the number here, the decode. This is decode 2 right here. With 1, it replaces the 1 here with a 0. And then here is weight 2, which is 7. Weight 3, which is 12. Weight 4. I think weight 4 was actually 12, sorry. And then weight 4 again is going to be 15, but I gave it a weight of 6 here. But yeah, this is how it works. It works perfectly fine. I wish, well, for my first project, I think I did pretty well. If anything, I feel like I could have done it in less than 200, almost 300 lines of code. For my first project, I feel like I did pretty well, I guess. The only problem I really had, of course, was the decoding. I know I kind of made it a little bit difficult, I feel like, with of course this and everything, with comparing it and everything, trying to find the pairs, of course. But for my first ever project, I think it went pretty decent. Other than that, I really didn't have much problems with everything else. But yeah, I wish I could have done it in less code. And I didn't want to like try to mess anything up by, doing anything different. So yeah, but it works. Everything's good. Other than that, this was a fun project. I think I wanted to start doing more projects like this, more. It's more what do you call it? More mind kind of games kind of thing, where I kind of want to push myself beyond my knowledge of what I already know. But other than that, this is good.